time 그리워 그때 밤 우리들만의 들판의 길이를 자초한 고민들 남아터 all 구름의 그림 팔레 그리워 그때 밤 우리들만의 들판에 홀로와 빛났던 순간을 담아 think all night 꿈은 왜 팔고 뭘 위해서 You know the rules boom 이는 길에서 움직여 구구 일단 앞으로 뭘 위한 건지도 모르고서나 모르고선 밤새도록 all night 피워내 내 맘속에 불 끄고 피웠던 꽃잎밖에 떠올릴 게 없어 이 넓은 들판에 처음 만났던 그때로 돌아가 그때의 나에게 해주고 싶은 말이 지금 하나 생각나는 걸 그땐 알 수 없던 걸 계속 달려봤자 결국 돌아보는 걸 지금 이때를 짧을 이 밤을 지나가기 전에 잡아 지나면 못 감아 다시 돌아오지 않아
All right, welcome back to Saturday morning live session pay for play. And sorry I started a couple seconds late, but I had to do a switcheroo. This is why, folks, you always need to plan ahead. So basically what I did was I planned ahead for 3 videos. I use OBS, and OBS, like, basically you just arrange the songs and the transitions and stuff like that to go into the next songs. I actually did that for 3 days. I didn't do it for Monday yet, which I'll probably do after this or maybe tomorrow. And I realized that I had told someone that had requested 5 songs that we were going to do theirs today. And then after I set it up, I realized that I had put theirs for tomorrow morning. So I had to switch that around real quick, and we are back on track. So if you had not heard or seen yesterday's pay for play was at 7:30 last night, and if you haven't seen that, I would suggest you go see that quickly, because there is a Leprous song on there, and for whatever reason, Leprous, whoever their retarded manager is or record label or whatever it is retarded, and they block almost everything that I do. So it usually stays up after a live session. It usually stays up for about 24 hours, and then it gets blocked, and then I have to do a dispute or wait for it to magically disappear for some odd reason. So this is kind of a shout out to all you Leprous fans who love Leprous like no else. Can you contact their people and just be like, are you guys fucking retarded? Like, you guys are a great band and a lot of people want to get to know you, but your stupid record label or whatever freaking blocks everything that you do. Doesn't make any sense, but okay. So today we have 5 requests coming from, I mean, these are interesting because, let me see. There is only one band out of this whole thing that I know. There's only one out of the 5 bands that I've heard before. So yeah, this is gonna be interesting. This is Mr. Cliff, I think it's Peterson. It's just spelled differently than typical Peterson. So you have to let me know, Cliff, if that's the way you say your last name, or if it's Pedersen. It looks like Pedersen to me, but you know, it's also got that kind of weird spelling, so I don't know for sure. So you have to let me know, but we're going to be listening to his 5 songs today. So he's in the chat, so you guys are going to be able to kind of talk with him if you have any questions about some of these bands, because I think for a lot of us, these bands are going to be new for all of us. I mean, not all of us, I don't know that, but I have never even heard the names of these bands other than the one that I know. So this will be quite interesting. But out of these 5, the first song we're going to start off with is a band, the one band that I know out of this list, and that is Pain of Salvation. So we are going to get into Pain of Salvation right now. So here we go. Oh, this is another video. I hope this doesn't get blocked too. I've had a rough go with Pain of Salvation. A lot of their stuff I just can't seem to get into for whatever reason. I like the piano at the beginning. I think the video is cool. Ooh, I like this. See, this is interesting delivery of the lyrics in the melody. Not lazy. So far, so good. So far, so good. Where is this going to take us? Sounds like acoustic electric. Really like this delivery.
Wait another day, wait another night, just wait another week.
Yes, I mean, this is good.
Wait another month,
I just like it feels like it's building to something.
me to become I,
It's got a lot of emotion behind it.
become right, or life will pass you by.
Yes. This melody is making this song. I love this. Cliff. Nice break into the... this is catchy. Just wait another week. Ooh, I like that succession. Interesting message too. Very good message. Kind of an interesting switch. What the hell is Panther? Oh, I guess that's the album. I like this kind of like... At first I was like, that's an interesting change. Does it fit? But I think it fits. Nice piano. Such a cool, like, message too. For me to become I. That's good. Good harmonies there. Great note there. For me to become I. Interesting play on words. I like the kind of industrial feel, like with the, as Colin says, the beeps and the bloops, or who said that? Yeah, the bleeps and the boops. Okay, so nice job. Okay, you got to tell me because you said I was almost correct, but not completely correct. Mr. Peterson. Is it the first Pedersen or is the second Peterson? You got to tell me. But yeah, I think that was a good song. That'll go on a playlist right away. Probably on a more ballad playlist because it didn't really get heavy or anything like that. I kind of remember when I first started hearing Pain of Salvation, I kind of put them with Leprous, and the Leprous kind of weird, definitely unique, but just wasn't hitting for me. But just like Leprous, when Leprous started doing this kind of stuff, more the ballady, more the songwriting kind of feel versus the out there kind of too unique thing, I dug it and I dig it. So this to me is more on the ballady, more kind of straightforward songwriting type of song by Pain of Salvation. And guess what? I dig it. So yes, let's see what other comments we have. Because like I said, when I'm listening to the song, I'm trying to ignore the comments because I really want to pay attention to the song. But I did notice that Jason was asking about a song. Yes, I think you're the one that paid in the super chat. And yes, it will be, I think, on Monday. I don't know because there's so many songs right now that I'm getting them mixed up of when they're being done. But I think yours will be coming on Monday night, Jason. So if that helps you, hopefully you can be there Monday night for the Hirsch effect, I think is what it's called. But yes, that's a good segue into, we have tons of songs. We did a video yesterday of 5 songs and we still have 20 songs to get to. So there's just going to be some that we're going to do 4 videos. We're doing one last night, one this morning, one tomorrow morning at 11 at the same time, and then we'll do one Monday night at the typical time. But after those 4 videos, which is 2 more than I normally do, we still have people who are going to have to wait till next week. So I like it. I think it's great, but you just got to have to be patient, y'all, for those of you who are doing pay for plays, and I'm looking forward to all of them. So that Pain of Salvation song was good. It's the one band out of all these bands that was picked today that I know. So Cliff, good job at picking one. You're 1 for 1. Let's see how these other bands go. So this next band is called Distorted Harmony, and the song is called Misguided. He says that this is a mix between Haken and Caligula's Horse and Dream Theater. So if it's a good mix of those, I'm gonna fucking love it. So let's get to this Distorted Harmony and see how it goes. So here we go, Distorted Harmony. Interesting start. I see the Haken and Dream Theater. I see more of a Haken influence here. This is definitely more Haken to me than anything. But I like it. Ooh.
The house of prayer, a place supposed to feel as home. Stand beside me, embrace the sound of horns. They will guide us.
See, nice delivery of the melody. They will guide us. Nice. Catchy. It doesn't matter. It sounds. I hear the Caligula's horse singing influence for sure. I like it. The beginning kind of threw me off a bit, so once I got my bearings straight, I'm liking it. Yes. Yeah, I feel that. I definitely feel the Hake and Caligula's. I don't feel so much Dream Theater in this. That was cool. Okay. This has got a Dream Theater feel to it. Keyboard sound specifically. Love that heavy. Yeah, this sounds like Dream Theater there. Kind of a Dream Theater lick. Ooh, that stop was fucking sweet. They're good at those, like, stops. Doesn't matter. Yes. Ooh. Yes. Yeah, dude, I'm liking this for sure. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Dude, this is some sick shit right here. Is that it? It says 16 seconds left. Oh. Okay, so heck yeah, dude. Okay, so there's a couple things. Number one, the beginning kind of threw me off. I was like, oh, that's a little weird intro. But once I got my bearings and figured out what was going on, I was like, okay, this is definitely cool. I like the mix. And see, this is a perfect example of the kind of prog I like, because it had that like chorus that was catchy and hooky, but it had like, it went out in different places. I've always said this. The best songs are songs that have a core, have a home base, but they go off into different places and explore a little bit, but they always come back to home. And I feel like that song pretty much did that. The instrumentation was pretty cool. They threw in a couple good, like, interesting... Okay, so there's two ways to throw in interesting type of changes. There's the cheesy kind of thing that sometimes Haken does, and I would even say Dream Theater does sometimes with their... I'm just like, it's just kind of dumb. I understand, ha ha ha, you're trying to be funny, but I would rather do without it. So there's those cheesy little types of changes. And then there's like the glass prison type of change of like, where the record label sounds like the scratching, like, like, and it's like industrial sound that can be cool. And I feel like these guys definitely did like the cool part of that with their stops. And they were quick, they were sudden, and then they went right back to what you were listening to. So it kind of catches you off guard, kind of keeps that brain moving, not falling asleep, but it doesn't go too far off and meander where you're like lost in the woods. So definitely good job. So my second thing about this, Mr. Cliff, is in your email, you specifically said that we disagree a lot, that we disagree a lot on our musical tastes. But you're happy about, and you listen to it, and you obviously paid for play because you like the reaction to it because the honesty and stuff like that. So my question to you, Cliff, and I would like you to say it here in the comments, is these songs that you picked, are these songs that you like, or are these songs that you think that I would like? Because if we have a different kind of taste in our music, or we disagree a lot, as you say, so far you're 2 for 2 for picking songs that I like. So that makes me seem like either you like these songs as well, and maybe we aren't as far off as you think we are, or you're specifically picking stuff because you know what my taste is going to be. So tell me in the comments, Cliff, what it is exactly that you're doing. Because so far, whatever you're doing, it's making me happy because this is 2 for 2, and that song and that band. I think I said the wrong title. What did you say this song? Cliff, you said this song was called Natural Selection. I think the reason I said it was a different one is because you changed it. Is this the song that you changed in the middle of the week and I had to change it? If so, that's probably why I said the wrong song. But make sure, people, if you're going to look for it, it's called Natural Selection is the song, not what I said at the beginning. All right, so let's move on to band number 3. This is called Graveyard Ain't Fit to Live. Just some straight up rock and roll is what he says. So this will be interesting. Graveyard Ain't Fit to Live. So let's get to this, and this is another new band. So far we're 2 for 2. Let's see if we can go 3 for 3. That'd be kind of cool. Here we go. Graveyard.
I got no friends.
Whoa, we're in the 70s. I'd be like, yeah, this is drug music from the 70s for sure. Dude, this totally sounds like... Yeah, this is a stoner song for sure. Fucking Paravarium should be here. I like it. Yeah, it's got that like total hippie sound, but I couldn't listen to this like only, but for a couple songs, this stuff is great. Nice. This is a great song. Dude, this makes me want to watch Dazed and Confused. You'd be a lot cooler if you did. I get older, they stay the same age. Yeah, I like that. Yes, definitely has a Led Zeppelin feel. Dude, this is very Led Zeppelin to me for sure. think John's right. I like that. Don't. 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so yeah, we're 3 for 3 today. Man, you're certainly doing a good job, Cliff. You might be challenging Adrian for picking some of the best songs if you keep doing this, pal. Adrian, you got someone who might be challenging you for the best song. You got to get some more vola in there. Yeah, I would say, as I said in the reaction, I think that's some great stuff, and I like that, like Led Zeppelin-y, like 70s rock, stoner rock, whatever you want to call it. But I can't listen to it for more than like 2 or 3 songs. Well, maybe 2 songs, 3 songs would be okay, but like if it's like an album of that, I don't know what it is, but it just gets too much of the same stuff. I mean, that could have been a Led Zeppelin song almost 100%. It could have been, and I didn't know it because maybe I didn't know that title or something. But I liked it. I thought it was a good song for a 1 song or 2 song kind of feel. But if I had a whole hodgepodge of just that, I think I would just be like, okay, let's get to something different. But definitely makes me want to go watch Dazed and Confused, which is, how is that movie so good? The movie's just like, it's not like top 30 kind of movie, but it's like a top 50 kind of movie. It's just a really, a really good movie. So good job. We are 3 for 3 today, Cliff. Holy crap. All right, so now we are moving on to Closure in Moscow. What the hell? Closure in Moscow. The song is called A Night at the Spleen. Interesting. This is a happy band, catchy as hell with melodies. Oh, we like melodies. So Closure in Moscow, A Night at the Spleen. Here we go with the reaction to that. I'd be interested if who the hell has heard of this band besides Cliff, because I've never even heard the name. Here we go.
Invisible is just a word.
Yes.
Gotta shake off the dust and the mold, 'cause I got this feeling deep inside. Oh, and it's moving me.
Got some funky feel to it.
And it's burning me. So let's sing together.
Nice. Now it's starting to sound like Maroon 5 or Maroon whatever they're called.
Listen, well, I don't care where you've been, I don't care where you're from. There's honey dripping through these veins, babe. I never knew that I feel such a swell.
I like it.
Not a care, and now I know you've got what I need.
It's kind of like got a indie rock mix with like groove with good melody. Nice. Very tight too on that da 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 da. Very happy. I feel happy. Nice. Yeah, Colin, I agree. Indie pop, kind of like a da-da-da. I like that rhythm. Ooh. Yeah, I like that. Got a funky feel here. This has got like a Jamiroquai kind of feel. Yeah, it's totally Jamiroquai. Nice change. Very well written song. Nice. How's it gonna end? All right, man. Holy crap. Cliff, you are 4 for 4 today, and I think everybody in the chat pretty much agrees with you. Dude, you are on a friggin' firestorm right now. I don't know if you've been like saving this up. Wow. So, yeah, I think that was a great song. I think the way you're describing these songs going into it too is really like spot on. Like with the other song, when you said it's like a mix of Haken, Caligula's Horse, and a little bit of Dream Theater, that was a perfect way to describe it. This song, is kind of just like poppy and good melodies and stuff like that. Perfect. I mean, these are great ways. It kind of definitely encapsulates what you're going to hear pretty well. And I would say I liked it. I'd say so far all 4 of these songs are going on playlists immediately. Going to listen to them more. And yeah, nice job. Man, Cliff, we got one more. Is it possible for Cliff to go 5 for 5? If he goes 5 for 5, I don't think there's anybody else who's done a 5 for 5. So that'll be the first record-setting pay for play. Although we just started doing these 5 for 5s where people are paying for 5. So he's setting the bar high pretty quickly, I guess, because this is what, second or third person who's done like a whole video for themselves. So very interesting. But we have to see. We have one more left. The other thing I want to ask too in the comment section is, have you guys heard of these bands? It seems like Mr. Lungman has heard of this band, but I've never heard of this band. And the band before that I had never heard of, and maybe one other person said they did. But it seems like we're all kind of discovering some new music today, and I think that's great because usually it's just me and maybe a couple other people that haven't heard the songs, but a lot of people are already familiar with this kind of music or the bands that we're listening to. But it seems like today, the majority of people are all on the same page where we're discovering stuff together, and I like that. I think that's really, really cool. So, let's see. Oh, Rasmus, you said, if I request a song with a length of 13 minutes, is it still okay to pay the 7? Now, yes, we've had people who did 15-minute songs. I think the highest one we've had is like 17 minutes for $7. But I'm going to tell you this right now. There's a couple caveats to this. Number one, I don't like long songs in general on a first listen. So you're just going to have to realize that anything over 10 minutes, even 9 minutes, starting to get a little long, it's going to already be like having to work harder for me to like it. I'm just telling you that right now. That's just in general. That's number one. Number two, I do think it's a little unfair, especially there's a couple people that tend to pay only 7 and they have a lot of songs that are over 10 minutes. So even though, yes, you just pay 7 for the 13 or 14, 15-minute songs, my suggestion is maybe throw in a little tip. Maybe make it like $8 or $9 or $10 just to be nice, but that's not a requirement. If it's 13 minutes and it's $7, that's the only requirement. I will do the song. So hopefully that answers your question. All right. So just be prepared that I'm going to be honest, and typically songs that are really long, it's just hard for me to like, even with like bands that I love, when they have really long songs, it just takes a special song for me to like it, especially on the first listen, because it's got to be a masterpiece. Because if you're going to require that much time, you better be telling a good story, and it better be together, and that's really hard to do. So All right, so let's move on to our final one. Actually, yeah, Lungman, that's a great idea. Pay per minute. So if you're gonna do a 10-minute song, maybe you should pay 10. Hamasyan? And it's called Levitation. Levitation 21 is the name of the song. And it's a music video, so I had to blur it out, number one. And number two, he says this is mostly instrumental, which I love instrumental music. So we're going to see how this, I think it's Tigran. I don't know, is that a short I or is that a long I? I don't fucking know. You're going to have to tell us in the comments, Cliff. All right, so here we go with Levitation 21. Here we go. Can Cliff go 5 for 5? I like that in the background. I thought there was something behind me making that noise. Ooh, I like how the piano is different to the... See? You put these differences in there and it keeps the brain really like interested. Dude, I love that conjunction between those piano and the drums. There we go. Now the piano's joining the same. Holy shit, yeah. Yes, kind of got like a jazzy feel. This is very jazzy. This is totally jazz. Dude, we've gotten all sorts of stuff today. I like it. 70s stoner rock to jazz. I like that piano. This to me seems like a growing song. Like I already like it, but I don't love it. But I can see the more I listen to this, the more I like it. I love that piano. Jazz returns. It is a little jazz repetitive. Like, if it keeps doing this for the next minute 30, at least it was short enough, but I think if it's like this, it could be shorter. Bam, bam. Like how that. say this is a little redundant, which typically, like I said, jazz is like this. And I like that little Indian influence kind of singing. Or like Tibetan. Yeah, monkish. Okay. All right, so I would say that song was probably my least favorite out of the 5 today, but it was a good song. And like I said, it'd be probably something I would like more as I listen to it more. The one downside to the song is that it was pretty repetitive. Like, even though that was a short song, it could have been shorter with the repetition of that song, for me. So, which is typically why jazz is not my, like, that kind of jazz. Can like get a little too redundant for me, even though what they're doing in the middle of it is amazingly complex. Does that make sense? So like, even in complexity or simplicity, you can still have redundancy. Ooh, that's a freaking great quote. Even in complexity and simplicity, you can still have redundancy. And that's true. So it's like the edge of the bell curve. And I feel like if it's too simple and you get repetitive, it's boring. If you get too complex and it's repetitive, it's boring. That's why changes in a home base are necessary and then going out. But you don't only want to have a home base. You don't only want to go out. You want to have a mixture of both. And that song, even though it was short, it could have been shorter with what they were playing, I think. So overall, Cliff, which I think Cliff left because he's not on here anymore, or he hasn't been commenting. But Cliff, I'm going to say you almost made it, but I'm going to give you a 4.3 out of 5. Which is the fucking highest that I can think of. I've never listened to 5 songs in a pay for play. Well, I wouldn't say never. I think we've had a 4 out of 5 before, but I can't remember liking almost all the songs. So you just raised the bar a little bit to 4.3, okay? So good job. And as someone else said in the comments, like, this was a great variety of different styles of music and still really, really good stuff. Really good content. So really, really happy about this. Great job. Oh, he's still here. That's good. 4.3 is good. I mean, that's, especially when you're like dealing with different styles that you're throwing in there into the mix, because there are certain people even in this chat that like you can tell that like they only like one kind of style, and like if it's outside of that style context, they're probably not going to be that enjoying of it. And then there's other people who like any kind of context, and they have like a very open kind of feel. So for you to pull off a 4.3 with going in different contexts and stuff like that and still having good songs, nice job. Adrian, you have a challenger. Adrian is typically the best at picking songs that I like. Now again, it doesn't mean that means they're good for everybody, but for me, he tends to pick on this channel the best songs that I like. But after this, Cliff is definitely a challenger for you, Adrian. What you gonna do? Adrian's coming up, I think maybe tomorrow or the Monday. I can't remember which one. But okay, we are done for today. We are at 49 minutes. And just remember, we are here at the same time tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. So hopefully you guys can join us and we can go on this journey again. Cliff, thank you so much. And I'm looking forward to the other songs that we're going to listen to tomorrow and the day after that on Monday. So have a great Saturday. I'm going to go celebrate my new job and have a freaking awesome dinner with my wife. So peace out.